What's going on, guys? Untamed Soldier here, and finally we got some Call of Duty World War II gameplay. Official game, no beta whatsoever. Just plain old, the real game, Call of Duty World War II. And today I'm going to be talking about some of the first impressions I have at the game. I played around 2 levels of the campaign. I've reached around level 15 so far on multiplayer. And I've gotten to play to 18 rounds of zombies with a friend of mine and 2 randoms. So, and also headquarters, I got to spend some time in there by myself, with my friend, and with a whole lot of people. So I'll give you guys my first impressions of this game so far. I'll make another video after the month has passed so I can get an official review of what I think about the game after a month, because right now it's still just technically day 2 of the life cycle of Call of Duty World War II, and let's get into it. So first of all, I want to talk about the launch, the start of the cycle for Call of Duty World War II. Everybody was, I'm guessing a lot of people were staring at their screens either on Xbox One or PS4, or I'm not sure about PC, but I'm pretty sure they were doing the same thing, facing their monitors. Everybody was just waiting for that time when it's officially released to the public worldwide. I think it was only in the United States. I don't know. You guys can double check on that. But the launch was bad. It was really bad. I'm not sure how long it took them to have the servers available to the people who are ready to play. The sad truth was, I was one of those people who are waiting to play. I got the error message that every single time when you wanted to hop on multiplayer, and I just kept my eye on Twitter, on Call of Duty Twitter page, on Sledgehammer's Twitter page, and Activision support Twitter page, and seeing if I could see some sort of tweet saying that it's been fixed, resolved, go ahead and play. But nothing came up at the time. So at that time, I just said, okay, at least I can still play the campaign, and then just jump off the game entirely without even trying something. So I got to play the campaign, and the first level was, spoiler alert, you start off at a battleship. I'm guessing. That's all I'm going to be saying about that. And also, I feel like the writing is really good. Despite being like a campaign, like every campaign Call of Duty is good. I'm not sure about Infinite Warfare because I stayed away from that game as far as I could. The writing is really good. The game really tells you about these certain characters in the beginning, so you get an idea and trying to get some, relation with those characters. And the game does a pretty good job of doing that. And I'm not sure if I felt this, but it's supposed to be like, you're supposed to have a emotional connection with these guys, and if they go down, I guess you're supposed to have this feeling, or I'm not really sure what happens, but if something bad happens, you're gonna be like, oh man, that sucks, I wish he were still living right now, or something like that, but a little bit less cheesy. So that's it for the campaign. Now onto multiplayer. Even though this is multiplayer and I'm at a low level, which means I'm not really going against the people who are on my skill level, so I can't really say much about this. But so far, I'm not sure if it's true 60 Hertz. Someone like Drifter might have to make a video about this, determining if it is really 60 Hertz servers. So it's really constantly updating every frame, since it's 60 Hertz on 60 frames a second. So we're really getting up to date with these, so it feels like that your gunfights will be a lot more fair, quote unquote. I never ran into a bad thing yet, but I'm thinking that quite eventually that will come to me as more time I play multiplayer. But the thing that I like how the footsteps are I feel like they're a lot more louder than they were in the beta, so that's a good thing. One thing I really love is when you have a suppressed SMG or anything with a suppressor on it, and when you're shooting you guys, if I'm not sure if you guys can hear the gameplay audio pretty good, but the hit marker sound is just, it just sounds so good when you're just shooting at these guys with the suppressor and getting those hit markers and just hearing that hit marker sound. It just reminds me of the hit marker sound from Black Ops. I'm not really sure if the hit marker sound changed, but also the sound when you get a headshot. It's like it starts off with a deep pinging sound and ends with a high pitched ping sound. So it goes from deep to high pitched. It really sounds different in a good way. That's all I'm saying about that. Go ahead and play it for yourself. Determine if it sounds good or not. Hit marker sounds really good. The guns, I can go with it. You know, the guns aren't that bad, but yet again, I haven't really tried every gun yet, so that's got to be determined after the month has ended. And now, zombies. I've never been a big zombies player, but if there's one thing I had to say about the zombies, my first time playing zombies and going 18 rounds, that's probably as far as I can go in any zombies, because I'm complete dog at playing zombies. So if there's one word I have to describe it, I would say it's easy. Don't expect it like a Treyarch zombies. It's just easy. I mean, with myself and my friend that I know he is not really big into zombies, I was pretty much carrying the two randoms because they were always going down. And I think I only got down like 4 to 5 times into the 18 rounds because I got trapped or a whole like a clump of zombies got onto me. And we got pretty far, what I had to say. We didn't reach 30 rounds, which was kind of like a challenge for a lot of people. But I say it's easy to me. If you guys are hardcore zombie players, I don't think you guys are going to break a single sweat by gaining 30 rounds in this zombies game. So that has been it for this video, for my first impressions of Call of Duty World War II. I'll see you guys in the next video I ever make. Stay awesome. Later.